Hi, Pug-owned again, and I am back with a request from Snarky Witch. Her cat Mittens, a stunning little tabby. Okay, so I can't really speak about the breed because tabbies aren't a breed, they're a moggy. So I thought I would give a little history and folklore on the domesticated cat. Cats have become one of the world's most popular pets, perfectly suited to the lifestyle of our day. They are beautiful, enigmatic and easy to care for pets. But where and when did the domestic cat originate? It is believed they were domesticated as far back as 4,000 years ago in Egypt. The history of cats in Egypt goes back to Bastet, a feline warrior goddess who was depicted as being half cat and half woman. She was entrusted with no less a duty than to protect her country. And this idea of cats as protectors was built on with the legend of Mafdet, who warded off danger by taking out a devious serpent with the use of her claws, while Sekhmet was a fearsome lion-headed goddess whom ancient Egyptians had to appease before she wreaked havoc and destroyed all of humanity. Kinda like most cats I've ever met, you have to appease them. To this day, the Sphinx in Giza fuses a human head with a big cat body and embraces the idea of guardianship, as he is the one who decides who can enter sacred temples. And of course, they also helped to clear the grain and food stores of rats and mice. While cats were busy becoming gods in Egypt, over in Japan they were being entrusted with guarding Buddhist scriptures being transported to the country on ships from China. Cats were basically trying to keep the mice and rats away from the important objects on board. So when they landed in Japan, they came with this revered image, and they've kept it ever since. Continuing with the daredevil adventures of cats, Nordic mythology features Freya, a multitasking character who managed to become the goddess of fertility, love, war, magic, and yes, cats. After Thor woke her up from a catnap one day by tearing around in a chariot pulled by bleating goats, she yelled at him. As Thor continued his cruise at a quieter pace, he chanced across a couple of kittens named Beagle and Trigal in a tree. He gifted them to Freya, and she used them to pull her own chariot, with the local farmers leaving out milk for the cats in a bid to be blessed with a healthy harvest from Freya and the cats. The felines are considered to be the original Norwegian forest cat, and the breed quickly popped up on Viking ships as ratters and garnered a reputation for warding off trolls in fairy tales. From here, they spread out throughout Europe, hitching rides on ships employed as rodent control felines. Domestic cats today will still take many characteristics from their wild ancestors. The arresting eyes, body shape, feeding and grooming habits are the same, along with the ability to pounce into action at any given moment. It is this link that makes the domestic cat so fascinating around the world. The non-pedigree domestic cat, the moggy, is the most popular house pet today, with the black and white moggy being the most popular, followed by the black cat, followed by the tabby. There are also around 36 recognised breeds of pedigree cats around the world, with the Siamese cat being the most popular of the pedigree. So a little brief history of the cat. Domesticated cat. Okay, so what I did in this video was I've shown you so many videos how I do things. I've skipped some of the process, like the face. You've seen me do faces so many times, but I really spent a lot of time focusing on the eyes, and then the rest was really the body, trying to get that beautiful thick plush coat. So I started, as I always do, the tabby they had in Cass, stripped it back, modelled it, went with white and started painting from there. It took me a really long time. I can't even go into the hours. It was a crazy, silly amount of time because I was learning some new processes along the way. But you can see that I layered the coat with, I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different effects to get the coat that I have now. No, it was 6. So I put down one base colour, went over it with another, then went in with a very small brush to give the impression of shorter hair, and did that with 2 different colours. Then came in with these stripes, and then in between the stripes I was shading, so you got these beautiful markings, which I think are beautiful. I hope you like him. I love how he turned out, I really do. And each of these stripes that he has is all being done by hand. I don't use the templates that they have or the stencils, because I find that I can't really get it to look how I want it if I do that. So I do it all by hand. And of course, Snarky Witch supplied some photos, and I hope she likes him, because I've kind of fallen in love with him. I think he's really, really sweet. So he is almost finished now, and what I've done is I have inserted a video so you can see what I started with and how he ended up. And I gave him the traits of friendly, spoilt, and oh, I've forgotten the last one, but I'll see in a moment. Thank goodness, I will see what it is. And if you like the video, please don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe, because you'll be really helping me out if you do, and hit the notification bell. Okay, so I will be back soon with another pet, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.